Are you going hiking on the Appalachian Trail? Let's talk about bears. So today we're going to talk a little bit about bears. We'll talk about their behavior, what you should expect from bears when you're out hiking, and then we'll talk about how to avoid problems with bears, and in particular we're going to talk about how to take care of your food and how to do a bear hang. Ursus americanus, or the American black bear, is common on the east coast of the United States. This species is actually currently increasing its numbers and has been very successful. Black bears are motivated by one thing, and that's food. Bears are omnivorous and hungry. They are constantly looking for food. Another thing about black bears is that they're incredibly strong. Black bears have been seen lifting rocks that weigh several hundred pounds to look for food sources underneath the rocks. My own personal experience is I saw a juvenile black bear pick up a locking metal trash can weighing well over 100 pounds and just throw it effortlessly. There are a couple things that black bears are not. Black bears are not mean, they're not vindictive, and they're not predatory. They don't see humans as a food source. Other than if you have food, they may be after that. Black bears are particularly common in the two national parks, Smoky Mountain National Park and Shenandoah National Park, along the Appalachian Trail. Although almost anywhere on the trail you can have a bear encounter. It is in the national parks, though, where the bears have been habituated to humans. Tourists often feed bears in these parks, and these bears are not scared of human beings and will approach them looking for food. So please remember, whatever you do, don't feed black bears. There's a saying that goes, a fed bear is a dead bear. And that's because these bears that become habituated to humans and approach humans looking for food can become very problematic, and sometimes, in fact often, these bears end up being euthanized. So how do you deal with bears? Well, first of all, use common sense. Give bears distance and don't harass them and don't feed them. It's really important that you take care of your food. So that means storing your food in a bear box or hanging it on a bear cable or hanging your food bag in a tree. In just a little bit, I'll show you how to do a bear hang. The other thing is, what do you do if you have an encounter with a bear? A face-to-face encounter where the bear is right close to you, you're in their space, you're afraid, and you have to do something. Well, the tried and true wisdom with black bears is you want to scare them off. And what that means is making a lot of noise, screaming, yelling, letting the bear know you're there, making yourself look bigger. One technique you can use is to put your trekking poles in your arms and raise your arms in the air, wave the trekking poles about, and scream and yell. Very often this will scare a bear away. My own personal experience with this was when I was staying in Estes Park, Colorado, and a black bear came through our window in the middle of the night looking for food. Oh my gosh, I was scared to death and I screamed and yelled so loud. This was really fortunate because it scared the bear away. When I talked to the police later that evening, they told me that this particular bear had broken into a condo where 3 young women were staying, and it stole all their snacks while they watched, scared half to death. So let's go ahead and get out my bear bag kit, and I'll show you how to hang your food. So this is my bear bag kit right here. It weighs 30 grams, so just a little bit over 1 ounce. And here's what's in it. If you open it up, And this is a little Cuban fiber bag that's made to put rocks in to weight down your bag when you want to throw your line. And then I have here 50 feet of Zingit. So this is the 1.5 millimeter Spectra line. And then on the other end of it, I have a little Velcro loop spliced onto the end. I use the Velcro to keep the line together and easy to throw. And also, if for some reason I can't find a rock, I can always take this Velcro and wrap it around a stick and throw a stick instead of the rock bag. So you need to find a branch. It should be about 4 inches in diameter, enough to support your bear bag, but not a bear. And it should be about 20 or 25 feet off the ground. Ideally, your bear bag's going to end up 10 or 12 feet off the ground and 4 to 6 feet from the branch and the tree trunk. Find a nice sized rock for your rock bag. This one looks like it'll do. And then you're going to try to throw your rock over the branch. Sometimes it takes a couple tries. Too short, too low. Oh, that's over one of those little branches, not the one I want. Let's give it one more shot here. And up, and yeah, we got it over that branch. There you go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take off your rock bag and take the carabiner on the end of your line and clip it back around the other line. That way when it goes up and down, it's going to slide on the other line. And then take that carabiner and hook it to your food bag. So here's my food bag. I got a little loop on there to hook it to. And then you're going to raise it up. So pull the bear bag all the way up till it's right up against your branch. Then what you're going to do is get out a little stick. Here I've got one. That's a couple inches long or so. And you're going to tie that onto your line, and fairly high. In fact, the higher you can reach, the higher your bear bag hang will be. So here I just got a little slip knot I put on it. And there's a couple different ways to do it. Here's a closer view of this slip knot. You just make a loop and pull the lower part through. Put your stick in there and tighten her up. And it comes out pretty easy there. Once you get the stick out, you just pull on the line and then it's gone. The traditional tried and true method is to tie a clove hitch here. So here's a clove hitch going on the stick, and either one will work fine. If you want to be a traditionalist, use a clove hitch. And then once you get your stick on there, you just let the bag come down, and the stick will catch on the carabiner, and the bag will hang in the air with a loose line hanging down. Here I just dressed the line up and put my little Velcro around the coiled line and my bag here, and you're all set. Your bag hang is done, and there's your bear bag hanging from the tree, and the free end is loose and hanging down towards the ground. So when you're ready to retrieve your bear bag, just raise it back up to your branch, take your stick out, and it'll drop right back down to the ground. When I'm all done, I like to coil my line in kind of a figure 8 around my fingers. What this does is it makes it so the line will uncoil very easily and not be tangled up. When I'm all done, I take it off my fingers and wrap the Velcro around it. And then I end up with a line that's ready to go back into the throw bag for storage. And it's all set for a clean throw the next time I need to hang my bear bag. So I hope you found this discussion about bears useful. Just remember, there's one thing that motivates a bear, and that's food. So you need to take care of your food and protect your food. Use a bear box, use a bear cable, and know how to do a bear hang. Make sure you practice before you go out, so when you get to your campsite and it's dark and cold and wet, you're not spending an inordinate amount of time hanging